Good morning and welcome to our presentation on the importance of effective training and mentoring of new hires. I am thrilled to introduce our group of presenters, which include Camille Comenforte, Darren Bungaling, Mylene Matias, Vida Cristin Monta, and Rizelda Robles. Together, we have collaborated to bring you valuable insights and strategies for successfully training new hires. As we all know, human resource management plays a crucial role in the success of any organization. And when it comes to onboarding new employees, we must provide them with the necessary tools and support to ensure their success in their roles. In this presentation, we will discuss some key issues related to training new hires, including the steps of training of a new employee, organizational responsibilities of training, mentor qualities and rationale, performance evaluation, and its importance, outline performance assessment criteria, and like the review, the employee's job description, highlights areas of improvement, compares strengths and weaknesses, recommend actionable goals, provide constructive feedback, and welcome employee input. We will now discuss the issue. One issue is the inappropriate training programs. Hindi ko na. Providing training may not always be the best solution when performance problems arise. A training needs assessment can help identify the root cause of issues and recommend appropriate intervention. Providing inappropriate employee training is a common problem, leading to skills gap. Other management solutions, such as improving work processes or changing the work environment, may be more effective than training in some cases. Another issue is the lack of employee interest. Employee participation is crucial in effective training, as it is a two-way process. Management provides learning opportunities, but employees must show interest by participating and applying new knowledge to their jobs. Low employee interest is a common and difficult training problem for employers. To overcome this, HR can engage employees by soliciting feedback and suggestions, allowing them to set their own objectives and recommend training based on their specific needs. Some other issues will be discussed by Darren.
Hi, good day. I am going to present some of the issues in training a new hire. One of the issue is excessive training costs. The problem with training is that it is an expense that some businesses are unwilling to bear. Small businesses might not have the funds to send their personnel to formal training programs or to engage a training consultant. However, the usage of technology has made training more available. Training is now simpler and less expensive thanks to online courses. Other pre-training resources that organization can use include mentorship, on-the-job training, and shadowing. One of the issue is also the low return on investment. Training is an investment that must show returns. Often, it is difficult to see the actual impact of training. An evaluation form completed at the end of training only shows participant reactions. Senior management needs concrete proof, such as increase in productivity and sales. Training must also result in decrease in errors, customer complaints, accident, and downtime. Training becomes of value when it contributes to the bottom line. The HR department must provide metrics that supports the training expense. Next.
Okay, describe organizational responsibilities for training. Health hazard at work and job analysis. So organization should involve in training. Organization should involve on training new hires with all the health hazards that is in the organization. So another organizational responsibilities is that they need to involve employees in the development of workplace psychological health programs like bullying or harassment. Organizations should be also develop a policy statement and support workplace in psychological health and related initiative. They should assess also a current workplace culture. and establish peer support and or counseling networks. Organizations are responsible also in designated one individual per organization to be a psychological health and coordinator who is sets on the policy's health safety committee, and where there is no policy committee sits on workplace health and safe committee. So they should have these certain committees to help train new employees and acknowledge all their responsibilities. So organizational responsibilities needs to establish an incident report system. You as an employee has the right to establish a report of any incident that may happen to the new employee. So organizations should also establish a conflict resolution systems. Recognize employee contribution, organize stress reduction activities at work, and share health promotion strategies in other organizations. Next is the job analysis. So it is also the organizational responsibilities for training the new hire, knowing the process of the job analysis. So job analysis is a systemic process used to identify and determine in detail the particular job duties and requirements. The major aspect of job analysis includes research, which may mean reviewing the responsibility of the current employees, researching job descriptions for similar job with competitors, and analyzing new responsibilities and the need of accomplished by person with the position. Next would be the steps of employee training.
Employee orientation. The employee orientation, it is the process used for welcoming a new employee into the organization. The importance of employee orientation is twofold. First, the goal is for employees to gain an understanding of the company policies and learn how their specific job fits into the big picture. When the company held an orientation, it helps to reduce startup costs, to reduce anxiety, to reduce employee turnover, to save time for the supervisor and coworkers, and to set expectation and attitudes. And the next slide will be discussed by Ms. Camille.
Now I will discuss the rest of the steps to take in training an employee. In-house training program. In-service training plays an indispensable role in empowering the employees. In-house training programs are any type of learning opportunities developed by the organization and delivered by someone who works in the company. This is usually the second step in the training process and often is ongoing. In-house training program can be training related to a specific job, such as how to use a particular kind of software. In a manufacturing setting, in-house training might include an employee learning how to use a particular kind of machinery. Many companies provide in-house training on various HR topics as well, meaning it doesn't always have to be related to a specific job. Some example of an in-house training may include ethical training, sexual and abuse harassment training, multicultural training, communication training, management training, customer service training, operation of special equipment, training to do the job itself, and basic skills training. Next is mentor. A mentor form of training pairs a new employee with a seasoned employee. This is usually the third step in employee training. A mentor is a trusted, experienced advisor who has direct investment in the development of an employee. A mentor may be a supervisor, but often a mentor is a colleague who has the experience and personality to help guide someone through the process. While mentoring may occur informally, a mentorship program can help ensure that the new employee not only feel welcome, but is paired up with someone who already knows the ropes and can help guide the new employees through any on-the-job challenges. The effective qualities of a mentor will be discussed later on in this presentation. Next is external training. External training is any type of training not performed in-house. This is usually done in the final step in the training process. External training can also be ongoing. It can include sending sending employees to conferences and seminar for leadership development and knowledge enhancement, to even paying tuition to send an exceptional employee to take a class or course for the advancement of the organization. Next slide, please.
Good day. I'll be discussing mentor qualities. So the first one is they are a good listener. A mentor has to be patient and listen to the concerns and questions the employee has regarding their job duties. That means being able to pay attention to the employee's concerns and understanding the depth of the issue at hand. The next one is they give constructive feedback. A new employee who's learning how to work within an organization needs guidance from a mentor to help them avoid making mistakes. Criticisms is a necessary part of the learning process, but a skilled mentor can deliver criticisms in a way that lets the employee know that the feedback is constructive, not personal. Next one is they treat people with respect. A mentor that treats people with respect is interested in building effective working relationships. The role is one of delivering criticism constructively, listening to the employee talk about their feelings and experience with the organization, and educating the employee. Respect for the employee as a human being with the need for help is a crucial characteristic of a. So the next mentor quality is they are a skilled teacher. A mentor shows an employee how the organization works and how to work cooperatively with the team. The mentor also helps the employee learn how to do their work according to the company's rules and guidelines. Then next one is they have expertise in their field. For a mentor to be effective in their role, they have to possess expertise in their field. A mentor is imparting their knowledge and comprehension about a job to someone who's beginning the learning process about their new position. Next topic is performance evaluation system. A performance evaluation system is a systematic way to examine how well an employee is performing in his or her job. If you notice, the word systematic implies the performance evaluation process should be a planned system that allows feedback to be given in a formal as opposed to informal sense. Performance evaluation can also be called performance appraisals, performance assessments, or employee appraisals. Reasons why a systematic performance evaluation should be implemented. First, the evaluation process should encourage positive performance and behavior. Second, it is a way to satisfy employee curiosity about how well they perform in their job. It can also be used as a tool to develop employees. Lastly, it can provide a basis for pay raises, promotions, and legal disciplinary actions. Next slide, please.
So next is outline performance assessment of success criteria for a new hire. So here are our criteria how to assess a new training hire. First is review the employee's job description. So reviewing the job description considered how will your team members perform their responsibilities and meet the requirements of the position. Making notes of each person does well where your team members could improve when they exceed the expectation. Use some notes or frame to evaluate your comments. Next is highlight of improvement. As a manager, you need to highlight the areas where they improve and be as specific as possible. If your team member are acquired new skill or completed the new training session or earned certification, include those details in your employee's evaluation. And try to remember the entire year of work to create a thorough and detailed evaluation that includes the progress of the employee. So another criteria is to compare the strengths and weaknesses of the employee. So consider the strength, which includes the positive attributes, key accomplishments, and area of specialty. Then make a note team members' weakness, which includes factors that prevent them from achieving goals. Thirdly, Consider the opportunity of your team to excel in their performance. And lastly, outline the traits that could make a negative impact to their performance. There is called SWOT or SWOT analysis that can help you gather all this support to support your claims. Fourth one is recommend actionable goals. Consider your team members' job description, past performance, and your company's strategic plans to determine objectives you can set for the coming years. Employee evaluation can not only influence annual raises and promotion opportunities, but also help your team member plan for the year ahead. So next is provide constructive feedback. By providing a constructive criticism, you'll give your team member actionable advices while still writing objective evaluation on their performance. So next is welcome employee input. So giving your team member an ample opportunity to respond to their reviews and provide input on your comments. The more you engage to them throughout the evaluation, the more likely they are to feel invested in a setting of ambitious goals and making progress towards the key evaluation. So next is the summary of the presentation. So here are our key summaries of our presentation. So the first one is new training hire and why is it an issue to the human resource management. So by investing in training to the development of the new hire organizations can improve productivity, to reduce turnover rates and increase job satisfaction, ultimately benefit both of the organizations and the patients it deserves. So that's why organization should be responsible for the training. So organization is responsible for all the training programs needed for the new employee to know. So health hazard at work and job analysis should be needed to be implemented for the training new hire. So here are the steps in training employees. So firstly, you have the employee orientation, which needed for the new employee to know it, and it can reduce the startup cost. It can reduce anxiety for the employee and reduce turnover. So we have in-house training. So in-house training is a program that we train related to the specific job. So mentor or mentoring is an experienced person that teaches the new hire. So external training, this is involves with seminars and conference for the new hire. So here are the qualities of mentor. So mentor should be good listener, give constructive feedback, they respect others, they are a skilled teacher, and of course, they are also expert on the job. Okay, another one is performance evaluation. So for having performance evaluation, the process of the organization can be identified areas where new hires required additional support or training and make necessary adjustment to improve their performance. So we have also the reasons of performance. So outline performance assessment or evaluation is needed. So here are the list: review the employee's job description, highlights area of improvement, compare strengths and weaknesses, recommended actionable goals, provide constructive feedback, and welcome employee output. With this criteria, HR can identify the growth of an employee and what is needed to be developed. Thank you for listening to our presentation, and here are our references.